Greetings, welcome back to this podcast, a message to no one. It's been a while since I recorded one of these episodes. The last time I recorded one, I think it was December 2023, and now 5 months later, towards the end of May, here I am recording this episode. I guess it doesn't really matter why I haven't recorded one. It's a message to no one after all. So it's a message that doesn't intend to do anything, to change anything, or to teach anyone. It's not a message to anyone out there. It's a message to no one. The topic for today, it's about control. The fact that there is no control whatsoever. But as human beings, we may think that we do have control over our lives, about our dreams, our goals, our aspirations, over the things that we do, the things that we like to do, or the things that we are doing because of whatever consequences or whatever results that we are aiming for. I just want to speak about the fact that all of that control, no matter how it may seem real, it's an illusion. Firstly, it is an illusion because there are no individuals. The first illusion is the fact that we think we are different individuals. From being an individual that gives birth to all of these different traits and different exercises of control over different things that we exercise our controls to. Because all of these control that I'm speaking about, it's attached to being an individual. So why don't we start there? The fact that there is no individual. And from that, it can be clearly seen that there's no such thing as a control. There are no goals, there are no aspirations, there is no tomorrow to prepare for. So, what is the control for? One of, I think, the clearest ways to see this is we just look at life happening. Excuse me. Excuse me. So this life is happening. And this is like the demonstration of this flow of life, which can never be stopped in any way. It's just flowing and flowing and flowing. So be it a cough, even in the middle of a podcast, if it needs to go on, it will go on. I'm just thinking about how I struggled trying to suppress this cough, and the cough was like, no, it's my time now. It's the same as breathing happening. It's the same as listening. It's the listening happening. And there are different sounds. Even right now, there might be dog barking in the background. There might be the sound of cars passing by in the freeway. There might be sound of birds. It's just happening. And the listening of that, it can't be selective to say, can I only hear this? Can I try to block the sound of the cars that are passing by, or whatever that you may intend to block, to only hear what you want to hear? And it doesn't happen like that. It's just the sound and the hearing meeting that sound, just happening. And it's the same thing with regards to speaking as well. It's just speaking happening, you know. It's just happening. And when we look at these examples of life happening, it is not too hard to see that this is happening without our control. But somehow there are things that we may want to select and say, yes, I do agree that I cannot control this and that and that and that, but I do have control over this and that and that. It's so interesting. It's so interesting because whenever that happens, it may also seem like the individual is fighting for their dear life, because control is one of the validations of this individual. If there's something that controls whatever activity is there, then if we can prove that something is in control, then we have validated that something. Then something is something then. So similarly to this individual, so as long as we are able to say, I control this and that and that, it goes back to I, to say, therefore there is an I. So it validates this I. It's about that, So what is interesting, in these circles of spirituality, we may speak about the fact that we do not have control, and with some of the examples that I've made, it's clearly seen that there is no control of an individual towards life happening. Then we start using these subtle terms that in the subtlest ways they are also the validation of control. So we may use terms like allowing. If I say that I do not control all the activities of life, I just allow the flow of life to happen. Profound, right? It's so beautiful. And that phrase is very believable. But it doesn't really say anything, because you are saying you do not control activities of life, but you allow. What is allowing? It's also a form of control. And what is it that allows? It is an individual. I allow as an individual. Therefore, there is a validation that is happening in this. So there is a validation of this individual and the validation of control that they exercise as they allow the flow of life to happen. Or you may say you let things be. Let things be. You surrender. There is no one to surrender. There is no one to let go. There is no one to let things be. There is no one to allow the flow of life. There is simply no control. There is no one controlling this. This happening doesn't need anyone to control. It doesn't need anyone to do anything. It's life happening. It's just the flow of life happening. There is no control. No one who's controlling this. Because there's no one anyway. Since there is no one, there can't be any control whatsoever. There can't be intentions. There can't be hopes. There can't be tomorrow. It's nothing happening. And there's no one to understand this. No one to understand this. No one to know this. There is no control.